Hello, and welcome to the Train Set Collector. This is a channel devoted to just train sets, where model trains are more than just toys, but they're actual time capsules. Little pieces of history, if you will. And my name is Stan, and let me welcome you to this new channel, which is going to be an offshoot of my other channel, Vintage Road and Rail. Alright, so let me just kind of give a quick introduction. Well, that's really the purpose of this video, is to just introduce the channel, and I've got some notes here just to kind of keep myself on track. Those who have watched me on Vintage Road and Rail know I can go off on a tangent in a minute. So really, as you can see behind me, I love to collect train sets. I have 3 shelves, or bookshelves if you will, each with about 5 shelves, and a total of about 120 train sets. Definitely over 100, but I think it's around about 120 at this point. It's something I really enjoy collecting. But to me, many of these train sets aren't just toys, if you will. I mean, considering some of the vintage ones would probably be considered more of a toy train set, given their action features and stuff like that. To me, like I said earlier, they're little mini time capsules. They're pieces of history. Many of these have to do with pop culture, so they're pop cultural icons, promo sets. I mean, there's just a variety of different train sets that you're going to find here. And to me, all of these tell a story, if you will. And then really at the end of the day, that's what I want this channel to be, is a storytelling platform for these train sets, some of which may be just completely forgotten. So here, at the Train Set Collector, any train set is going to be fair game. Vintage train sets, typically those from the 70s and the 80s, to your current train sets that you can get from, say, Bachman or Kato today at your local hobby shop or on trainworld.com. And everything in between. Any of those train sets will be gone over here. But I have a handful of train sets that in many ways are potentially lost to history. We'll cover that more in our next video, because I'm going to give a complete and full train set tour of everything you see behind me, and a handful that you don't see, including there's a table off here to my right that you can't see, that has some of the most special train sets on it, and a few that are ridiculously hard to find. So beyond just having a channel about train sets, I really want this to be a digital archive, if you will. Eventually, I want to have a website to kind of go along with this, to where that I can catalog all of this. Here on this channel, we will pick a train set. Take this Snap-on one here. We'll pick a train set. We're going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at it, and we're going to see what it's all about. And I'll see what information I can find on its history. And we'll go over all that in the video. But also, what I want to do with the website is be able to link it back to the video, so those who love to watch videos can see it, but also maybe have like a write-up of the information on it. Some train sets, they may be really hard to find a lot of information, so the write-up might just be what's in the box. Others, there may be a lot more detail that can be found. In addition to that, I'd want to have, just pictures, lots of pictures of everything that you will see inside. And I really want that to be a digital archive, because some of these train sets are at least my age, from like the mid-70s and the 80s. A few of them are older than I am. And a lot of them, sadly, may be lost to history. And there may be a couple of these that I might have the only, if not box set remaining, the only sealed box set. And again, we'll cover that when we do the collection tour. Arguably, I probably have the largest train set collection on YouTube. Now, I say arguably because I don't know. I mean, but I like to think that it inflates my ego just a little bit. But anyway, lots of train sets to go over. But this channel is going to be a little bit more than just train sets. Obviously, like we mentioned, we're going to be unboxing train sets. We're going to look at everything that's in there, and we're going to try to run them. There will be varying degrees of success on that because some of these have been in their box for 50 years, and they may not be willing to run. They're going to be like, I've been sitting here doing nothing all this time. Why should I start now? Fair enough. But if we can get it running, we will. And if it's something that may need a little bit more surgery or something, and I can get it going, but may fall outside of the scope of this channel, it'll be a video I can do over on Vintage Road and Rail potentially, and you can go over there and check that one out. The next thing that we're going to do is reviews of various accessories. Those of us who were born in the 70s remember very well, especially Tyco, but all of them did it to some degree or another. They had the action accessories. I know Lionel back in the day was real big for this too, but I'm speaking about this more from the HO crowd because that's the vast majority of what I've got. HO with some N scale. You'll see up here 100 and down here 10. But again, I digress. So all of those train set accessories, we're going to go over those and we're going to unbox them. We're going to look at them and we're going to test them out if we can. Other train set accessories probably won't be so much expansion packs as far as track is concerned, except maybe for Kato, because they are real big at making track expansion packs. But some train sets did have expansion packs made for them. For instance, IHC's Toy Story train set had a 3-car expansion pack that you could buy to go along with it. So that's just kind of the type of things you might see as far as the accessories that will also be unboxed and we'll say reviewed, but it's really more of an overview. The other thing we're going to have is some how-to videos. Before we unbox a single train set, I've got 3 videos planned to kind of get everything started. The first one is going to be how to set up a Bachmann train set using their Easy Track system. Another video is going to be, the one right after that is going to be on the Lifelike, which is now Walther's Power Lock track system, and how to set it up and how to get a train running on it. And finally, we're going to do a third video on the traditional Atlas snap track, or we should say Atlas style snap track that used to come with every set back in the 70s and 80s that didn't have that built-in road bed. We'll go over that. And the big reason for me doing that is so that, let's say I unbox a Bachmann train set. Every time I unbox a train set, I don't want to have to sit there and reassemble the track. So basically, we'll go over it, and when I call out the track, I'll say, look down in the description if you want a video on how to put that together. That way I can save a little bit of time and not have to fool with setting it up every time, and can then, little gnat, and then I can just focus on running the train on the purpose-built layout just for the train set collector. Another thing that we're going to do is custom train sets. These are going to be train sets that I think should have been, but weren't. I did a video on Vintage Road and Rail sometime back called the Silver Streak All Chrome Edition, to where that it came with the 4 chrome tank cars. I have no idea why that was never made. That just seemed like a no-brainer to me the second I saw all 4 of those cars together. And then a fellow named Charlie, I can't remember his channel name, I'll post it down in the description. He recently did a running of that same train set, and he got the idea from the video I had done. So I'm going to do a few of those type of videos of train sets that I think should have been, and I've got a queue of ideas. In fact, some of these ideas I have been sitting on probably for 2 or 3 years, but we'll kind of get to those in time. And I think that's really kind of the highlight of it. But there's going to be one train set in particular. It's going to be our first train set unboxing we're going to get to. And I'm going to keep that in my pocket for right now. You can't see it. It's sitting over here to the side. But this train set is going to be the crux of the channel, in the sense that it contains something special that is going to be the base that I run every train set on going forward, barring some that may require 22-inch radius curves. Those we'll have to do something different with when it comes time to running those. So let me just check my list here, make sure I got all my bullet points out of the way. All right, so one of the things I want to kind of mention too is this channel is not about massive railroad empires. You're not going to get any of that here. This is, again, basically, like I said, a digital archive. This is a place to look at the past, evaluate the present, and maybe even consider the future of maybe what a company should do in going forward in a train set. That's really what we're looking at. That's kind of our focus. That's where we are. Again, no railroad empires, no fancy model railroading. Beyond just the basics of how to tune up your train set, there's not going to be any DCCing a locomotive or upgrading your wheel. Well, we may do a little bit on upgrades of the actual cars, but there's not going to be a lot of just dyed-in-the-wool digging in model railroading. This is, again, just to look at these train sets, their accessories, evaluate the history, and maybe let you see something a little bit unique that may be new to you, or maybe you've been curious about. You can see that here. And I've got enough train sets to keep me going for 2 years if I did a video every week. And there's going to be more coming. I'm constantly collecting them. I'm constantly getting them, and for gifts and stuff like that from my family. So that being said, I've already mentioned it. Next video will be a collection tour. The video after that is going to be our very first haul video. We will do those a few times a year. And the video after that will be a 3-parter, and it'll be covering those, assembling the track that we talked about. And then from there, we're going to start diving into the meat of things. We're going to unbox our first train set, and we're going to go from there. We've got a lot of interesting content going. I've already got a roadmap built out for the rest of the year as far as videos are concerned and the content I want to cover. And with that being said, the content, like I said, is going to be mostly HO scale with a fair bit of N scale. But any train set is good. If I come across a Lionel set, we're going to unbox it and we're going to run it. If I come across a Z-scale train set, you can bet your bottom dollar we're going to unbox it and we're going to run it. So that's all going to be here. So at this point, I think we can wrap it up. So if you're just here for nostalgia, or you enjoy collecting as well, or you just want to see something unique, or watch an old redneck unbox some train sets, I'm glad to have you, and I welcome you here. And I hope you'll do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when another train set unboxing comes up. Well, next video will be the collection tour, like I told you. That will be dropping in just a few days, and then after that will be weekly. So until that video, happy model railroading, guys. Take care.